Hey guys, Hackersploit here, back again with another video, and welcome back to the ethical hacking course. And today I have something really exciting for you guys. So we're actually done with scanning and basically anonymity, the anonymity section of the ethical hacking course, and now we're actually going into performing the actual hacks or exploits. So this is the actual hacking section, and in today's video we're going to be checking out SQL injection. So I'm actually going to show you how to set it up and how to use SQL injection. So you might be asking yourself, what is SQL injection? Well, basically SQL injection, as some of you may know, it has the abbreviation SQL, and SQL is basically a language that communicates with databases. I don't know whether any of you have actually done SQL programming. It's a very, very simple language, but that's besides the point. So basically the idea behind SQL injection is basically pulling database info that exists behind a web server. So basically pulling a database of a website behind the website in the web server that will contain information about the website. So for example, it can contain information like usernames and passwords. It can contain the downloads, the different files that are up for downloads on the website, and basically just usernames and passwords, information about the people who log in there and the administrators, and etc. and etc. You get the idea. Now, when talking about SQL injection, it obviously is an exploit that a hacker or a pen tester would use to gather information from a database, and usually the most targeted information are usernames and passwords. But nowadays the databases usually have their usernames and passwords encrypted, so actually that information is usually not really targeted by hackers nowadays. Really what hackers would target would be for example, credit card information. As you've seen, Sony and the PSN get hacked, and the most valuable information is credit card information, and for the simple reason that the credit card information is not encrypted. Alright, for the simple reason that companies encrypting a credit card, okay, it depends on the method of encryption, but I'm not gonna go into that right now. But it's much easier just to keep the credit card info the way it is, because if you convert a credit card, it may resemble another credit card number, and that may cause a mix-up, but that's just one of them. So basically that's the information that usually target. Now you might be asking yourself, why should I use SQL injection? Well, basically SQL injection is, as I said, just getting the database of a website and seeing what you can gather from there. So for most cases, you'll find that the username and password section, or the usernames of the users on that website, will be encrypted. So other information you might target from a user would be, for example, if you can get access to those database tables, would be, for example, credit card information, date of birth, spouse details, emails, things that really would really help you in whatever you're doing, whether you're performing a hack or just analysis. As I was saying, usually what's targeted is very critical information like credit cards, but you cannot overlook that you might find other information even about the website, and you might actually get, for example, files that are not actually available to download on the website but are actually on the database. So that's basically what I wanted to explain about SQL injection, what it is, how it's used, how you can use SQL injection for performing a hack. Now, to actually demonstrate this, first I want to throw out a disclaimer that it is highly illegal to use the SQL injection exploit, for the simple reason that you're tampering with the database. If you have permission, then it's fine, but you have to have written permission from the owner of the website or the administrator giving you access to the database. Otherwise, it's highly illegal, and I will not be held responsible for anything that you do. I feel really bad saying this, but I have to throw it out to protect myself. So for the safety of everyone watching this video, especially the younger audience, I'm going to show you how to set up a pen testing lab. Now, a pen testing lab will allow us to basically run to learn ethical hacking in a safe way by creating our own database and performing exploits on that, because we are the owners and we can do whatever we want. So basically you can increase the difficulty, you can increase the encryption, and just test yourself out and make yourself a better SQL injector, so to speak. I don't know whether that word exists, but basically, okay, so let's actually set up this pen testing lab. It's very, very simple. So what you want to do is you want to go into your browser, and you want to search for a damn vulnerable web application. Damn vulnerable web application. So I will leave the link in the description, and what this is basically a damn vulnerable web application, as it says here. It's basically a PHP MySQL web application that is damn vulnerable. And as you can see, it's saying here, its main goals are to be an aid for security professionals to test their skills and tools in a legal environment. So that's all you need, really. So all you want to do is just hit download. It's native to Linux, and it's basically, you can also use this on Windows if you feel like, but I don't know why you do that. But just download it. It's 1.3 megabytes. It's a zip file, and once you have it downloaded, I already have it downloaded. It's in my downloads folder right here, and I haven't extracted it yet because I wanted to show you guys how it's done. So let's open it with Archive Manager. Hopefully you're on Kali Linux. If not, it's the same process. Just extract the folder into your download section, and it's going to extract it. And once it's done, we have the damn vulnerable web application master folder. So we're going to leave that for now. We don't really need to focus there. So again, open your terminal. This is the heart of everything that we're going to be doing. So in the terminal now, we actually have a web folder, the default web folder for Kali Linux. Now we actually have to go into that folder, and I'm just going to explain something. So cd var www / and okay. Now in this folder, I'm just going to check whether it has anything. If it has anything, which it should, if you've just installed Kali Linux and you haven't tampered with this folder yet, it should have a HTML folder. Just get rid of it, just delete it. You can do that either with the Nautilus, or just open your terminal in root and get rid of it. For a beginner, I would recommend doing it with Nautilus. So Nautilus is just basically a command that will open a root file explorer with GUI interface. So here we are. Just go to your file system, and you want to go into your var folder and your www folder, and you have to make sure that it's empty. So if you find any other files, just delete them, get rid of them. So that's basically it. Now since it's not actually closed yet, I'm just going to open a terminal, and I'm going to enter my root. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to my downloads section where my file is stored. The DVWA master file is stored, and what we're going to have to do, make sure you're in root, you have root privileges for this. We're actually going to copy the DVWA master folder into the var www folder, or our default web server for Kali Linux. So in order to do that, we're going to have to say cp rv. You don't really need to know what R and V mean. You already might know what V is. V is for verbose, but I'll explain what this is later. And you want to select the directory that the file is. So home, mine is an Alexis. That's where I am right now. That's the user I'm logged in as. It may be different for you if you've created your own user, or it may just be root by default. Downloads, and we're going to select the file name, which is DVWA master. We're just going to copy it to save time and just paste it right there, and we're going to select the var and www folder. All right, and it's going to copy the folder there. Now that's basically everything we needed to know to do right now in this video. But to check it, just use the Nautilus, or you can also use your normal file manager without root, but for beginners I recommend using the Nautilus. By the way, when using the Nautilus file manager, if you're a beginner, please don't touch anything apart from what I've told you. This is at a root level, and that means you can edit or change anything in the file system. So please don't play with anything right here. So var and www, and it's actually copied both of my downloads folder for some reason. Actually, I think I made a mistake there, but that's why I said just check it and get rid of the downloads folder. You can hit delete with Nautilus, and you can edit, basically just delete that downloads folder, and you have the DVWA master. So basically that's how we're going to set up our web our pen testing environment, and that's basically it for this video. This is the first video in SQL injection. I just wanted to explain the concept of SQL injection and how to set up our pen testing environment. So in the next video we're actually going to get started with a few basic SQL injection exploits or techniques. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video or you liked it. If you did, please leave a thumbs up down below. If you didn't like the video, let me know in the comment section. By the way, if you have any comments or any questions really that you want to ask me, or you have any suggestions for any videos that you want me to make, let me know in the comment section, or you can hit me up on Kick, you can hit me up on my social media, or basically wherever you can find me, I'm gonna answer your question. So that's basically it guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and yeah, have a fantastic day. Peace.